Hey, welcome to Tim's Workshop live here Sunday morning, May 31st, 2020. Hey, anyway, welcome to Tim's Workshop. If you're new here, please subscribe. Down below the video, you'll see the subscribe there. Hit that. Subscribe to the channel. Leave comments. And hit that notification bell to the right of that, and that'll give you the notification of all my upcoming videos and my lives too. Over to the right, next to the title too of my videos, you'll see a triangle. Click on the triangle, and that'll give you the description of the video, something about the video, and then below that it'll give you my email address and also my PayPal donation information. Okay, if you'd like to donate to my channel, that's how you would do it. And if you have any problems with it, email me and we'll figure it out. Okay. So what's new? Well, first of all, the reason I'm late getting out here this morning is because I was watching the NASA website on YouTube showing the SpaceX getting ready to dock with the International Space Station. That was really cool. And then I went from that to a YouTube channel that is converting an RV into living space, and they were installing a toilet. So it was so fascinating that I just had to watch it, and then I realized, oh my gosh, I'm late. I have to get out here and get hooked up. So sorry about that. Anyway, I brought my coffee. I have to have coffee. Better turn my hat around. The light is right above my camera here, so that should be better. Now you can see all of my ugly mug. Anyway, so that's new. Another thing is new is Seattle had a big protest yesterday. It was supposed to be well organized. Wasn't supposed to be any damage or injuries, nothing like that. Well, all I got to say about that is during this coronavirus, people cooped up, people not getting their unemployment like they've asked for, they were ready to explode. And if people in government don't understand that, well, apparently Seattle didn't understand it, because it went all sideways yesterday. It was horrible. They lit police cars on fire. They busted out windows of businesses in downtown Seattle and just looted the shit out of it. I was watching last night, and the news reporter was outside of a clothing business, and there was cops on every corner around it, and looters were inside just loading up their arms full of clothes and walking up the street, and the cops weren't doing nothing about it. They probably would have if they were right there by the business, but they weren't. They were over on other street corners protecting those businesses. So apparently they didn't feel that business is worth protecting, or I don't know. It's just I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. And neither could the reporter? The reporter was just stunned, you know. Anyway, so, and I think the government pretty much failed on that. Let's see, what else? I'm getting the RV ready for our trip that's coming up at the end of the month here. That's a yearly thing that we head down to the Oregon coast from Washington, and we go down to about mid-Oregon, where there's a town called Florence, Oregon, and it's right on the coast. It also has river access that comes in from the ocean, and a lot of fishermen, a lot of salmon fishermen down there, especially in the fall. This time of year, in July, there'll be some fishermen out there, but not a huge amount. You know, not like in October or September. You know, it's all fishermen down there at that time. But they just called us last week, confirming our reservations down there at the RV campground. So that's cool. New videos. Well, I said it on the last video. I got a two-part video coming up on troubleshooting a Troy-built TB425CS weed eater. So that's going to be coming up. And then also been shooting a video on my RV remodel that I'm doing right now. I'm putting in new carpet, new tiles in the kitchen area, in the utility area, carpeting up around the bed area. That's coming along real good. And the next thing, I got some sealant for fixing the. There's one roof location that is leaking, and I put a cover on top of the RV, you know, have been at the storage unit, but there was a big windstorm and the cover just I went up there and it was in shreds. It was just destroyed, and I think it caught onto our Vanguard crank up antenna, and I think when it did, it broke the seal into the RV. So water's getting in there. I actually have like a bucket underneath there, you know, and so I just got the seal yesterday, and it just turned into a thunder and lightning and just poured last night. So I have to wait for it to dry out now. So once that dries out, I'll get up there and start removing that Vanguard antenna. I'm pretty sure that's where the leak's coming from. But I'm going to go ahead and fix that. We don't even use that antenna, but I don't want a hole there either. So I'm just going to seal it, put it back down, and the way it was. And plus that, if we trade it in, we plan on trading it in someday and getting a Class C, newer Class C RV. So I just don't want to put a plate up there, because if the people buy it and they want the thing, you know, let them do it, you know. So I'm going to fix that. And then the other roof vents. So the seal around the other roof vents are old, so I'm going to tear out the old seal, pull up the vent, look inside the whole area, make just verify if that was leaking, you know, because you could tell once you pull that vent out. And then just put it down and reseal it up real good, you know. The AC unit, a buddy of mine put that on just a few years ago, so that's a new unit on there. So I'm pretty sure that's fine. So I'm not going to mess with that. It's huge. You know, it'd take forever to pull that thing up. But after I do the other vents, I'll just keep an eye on it. If I see any other leaking going on, I'll know it's that. I'll have to, you know, I'll have to take that apart. But hopefully not. So that's videos that will be coming up for that. And I have some other ideas too, you know. Plus, I'll be taking videos of on the trip again. So I do have some videos of that going on down the Oregon coast on my Tim's workshop. So if you want to see those older videos, they're there. You know, you can check it out. I just did them with my. I didn't even use my GoPro. I just used my my cell phone for those. Top videos this year. Well, I said that on the last Tim's workshop, and nothing's changed on it. So I still clean and reseal my aluminum boat, #1, Mercury outboard tilt and trim rebuild. That's #2. Still weed eater carb adjustments. That's #3. Bosch disassembly, the 11240 rotary impact hammer drill. That's been getting a lot of activity. And that's a 4-part video, not including the disassembly. So check it out. And then #5 is boat trailer wiring tips. People like detail, you know, and especially on electrical. So I'm going to have to think about doing some more stuff like that related to that. Other news. Stu Dagmar. Dangar Marine. Stu Dangar. Okay. He broke his hands, thumb. It was a disaster. He did a live yesterday explaining, so it's out now how he did it. And he was just between his boat, another boat, and had his hands in the gap between the railings of both boats, and the water shifted. Lucky he has his hands, period. So he's at home. He was in the hospital, but he's home now. And he said on his video he plans on getting somebody to work with him for a while, so he can still continue doing the videos, but have them do the stuff he can't do with his hands right now. Slade's VW garage. He hung it up. He said for personal reasons, and he couldn't concentrate on his projects and do the videos. So I wish him luck. Going to miss watching his videos. I love VWs, you know. I wish I had a VW or two, you know. But for now, for me, it's just watching other people, you know, do it. So that's cool. You know, I've done a few videos, or I mean, I've had a couple different VWs in when I was younger, and I worked on, you know, both of them. So I know a little bit of working on those things. So I would have a jump on it when I do get one someday. Plus, people love those videos, VW videos. Mike, FN Garage. He's starting a new project on a antique vintage VW bus cherry picker. You know, like these trucks that Verizon and the phone companies use to go up to where the power is on a telephone pole and work on them. The bucket. Basically, it's a bucket truck is what it is, but it's a VW bus that has a setup on it, and he had it delivered all the way from Germany. I don't know how much he paid for it, and the shipping alone probably cost quite a bit. But it's a rust bucket. I mean, big time. So he just did a video on will it run, and the engine was toast. In fact, it wasn't even the original engine that was supposed to be in that unit. But he does have the correct size engine in his shop to build and put in it. So, and he's taken off he's taken all the parts off that engine now. So he has some parts that he could possibly use on the new engine. So that's really interesting. And he does very good videos. CT's Garage. His 914 engine out of his Porsche, old 1968 Porsche, I think it is. And anyway, he pulled that engine out and loaded it up in his car and took it over to Darren's shop. Darren is a Volkswagen mechanic, and took it over to his shop, and they stripped it down. They're going to rebuild it, so you got to watch that one. Darren is, like I said, he knows what he's doing. So CT's learning, and he's working with him, and Darren basically shows him what to do on one side of the engine, and CT does the same thing on the other side. So, but Darren's got all the equipment too, the grinders for the valves and all that stuff. So Cody Bass up in Alaska, you need to check out his channel. He works on old, not all old, some a little newer, but outboard motors. So that's his main gig. I mean, when it got slow on the motors, he does yard equipment too. So, but he's working on a bunch of Yamahas right now. People bring in motors, up in Alaska, people setting nets and stuff that use smaller boats off their big boat to go out and mess with the nets and stuff. So those motors are just regular outboard motors that he works on. Yeah, Bus Grease Monkey. If you haven't checked out that one, this guy does antique, vintage, old Greyhound buses. They're not all Greyhounds, but you get the idea. People buy those buses. It had seats in it. They take all the seats out and they convert it into an RV, motorhome basically. So anyway, Scott, before this pandemic hit, him and his wife Kelly, they go around all over the country, and people pay them to work on their buses, and it's really, really cool, interesting videos. So check it out. They've bought some property out in Tennessee. Their actual home is up in Indiana. Their son, he works in a shop up in Indiana, but he's going to be moving down to Tennessee as well. And Scott and Kelly right now are actually clearing an area on their property for the new shop that they're going to be working on buses and their own bus. they also poured a temporary concrete pad on the property for buses to pull up on that they can work on, in outdoors. But that's only when the weather's good. It rains. It's been raining quite a bit down there. So yeah, check them out too. Those are the ones I like. There's others, but I guess that's it for my list. I made a list to make it go a little smoother today for talking. I do plan on doing these live streams later in the day, because I know this is so early in the morning. It's 7 a.m. Pacific time. It's when I started this, and nobody's even up hardly in the United States at this time. Oh, the East Coast, I guess. Let's see, East Coast 7:30. It'd be 10:30 back there. Let's see, yeah, 10:30 East Coast time. So Australia, I don't even know what it would be in Australia. I'd have to look it up. I know Stu did his live stream in Australia. It was like 4:30 in the afternoon on the 30th, and I thought it was the 29th. So because he put a notification early on it, so I pulled it up and I went, well, today's what the heck? Okay. Oh, darn, it's the wrong day, so it's like they're ahead a whole day from us or something like that. I don't know. Or behind. I can't. Strange. So I don't even know what time it is in Australia right now. It could be nighttime. I don't know. 2 or 3 in the morning. So yeah, I'm going to start doing these videos like at probably about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon Pacific time, something like that. All right. Let's see what else is new. Haven't got back to the dump trailer for the electrical part. Tuan, it's actually his dad's dump trailer, and his dad came back from Vietnam. My daughter's boyfriend's Vietnamese, and so he came back, and he's a contractor too, so he has a contracting business over in Vietnam. But when he's over here, he says, well, hey, I'm in business again, and he gets a bunch of people to work with him, and he starts doing some contracting over here until he's ready to go back to Vietnam again. It's really bizarre. And he has 2 families. He has a family over there in Vietnam, his newer family, and then he has his family here, Tuan's, his son, and he has another son and a daughter, two or three. So he has like 3 or 4 kids here, and his wife here. Of course, they're divorced, but Vietnamese, they have a huge family and a lot of cousins, and brothers and sisters, and so when they throw a party over at Tuan's mom's house, it's huge. It'll talk about food. Oh my gosh, her kitchen looks like a restaurant kitchen. I mean, all the pots and pans hanging all over the place, and it's nice and it's neat, or organized. she makes the best egg rolls. Oh man, they're just awesome, you know. So, so his dad's back, and so I'm not able to get to that trailer yet. But when I do, I'm going to chase down the electrical issue on it, because he's driving around that truck, you know, and it has no brakes. I mean, not the truck, but the trailer. You know, the trailer brakes are not working, so it needs to be fixed. So we'll get that fixed. I think all it is just a corroded wire, you know. Should be easy to fix. I already pulled all the drums apart and looked at the brakes and rotor, the electric brake part of it, the drums. Everything looked good. I just greased it up and put it back together. Took all the cobwebs out of there. Oh my gosh. There was a village. The village people. No, not the village people. The village spiders. Yeah. Spider-Man and his cousins. All living in that drum hub. It was a hub of activity. What time is it? Hey, it's time to wrap this up. So, here we go. So if you guys like the video, please subscribe, leave comments, hit the notification bell. Check out my videos coming up on Tim's Workshop, and give me a like. Thanks.